Crocker, it's Hem.
And Saho, welcome to our HTV News Show. And now for our top story. Today is Thursday, April 16th, and it is a blue day. We have more HTV at home clips for all of you to check out. Enjoy!
Hi Crocker, it's me Eliana with another HTV at home. And one thing that I have learned in the past 2 weeks of distance learning is how to stay focused and not be distracted by my phone and my dog.
Hello, it's Amelia with another episode of HTV at Home. Today I'm going to tell you about what I've been doing in my spare time. Come on, let's check it out. So one significant thing I've done and I've learned is, well, one, I've learned how to build this. So it's just a raised garden bed, but I built it basically from scratch. It just came with pieces of wood and metal, and I managed to, we managed with my family, we turned it into the garden bed, and all in just like 2 hours. And we had the soil, and it's like this special soil that doesn't have almost any, that's like very dehydrated, so then you have to like add a lot of water to it, but it turns out to be very nice. It's very good soil, and it's really healthy for the plants. And so I've made these for a science project. Basically, I'm making egg cartons and turning them into little plant starters, and because they're decomposable. And once I see some sprouting, I'm going to place them under the ground. And here I planted corn, and corn, it rarely ever grows, but when it does grow, it's really good. And then here we're planning on planting some corn. We haven't yet, but we're planning on it. And for some reason, we're planting carrots here. And for some reason, carrots always work for us, and they taste really good. Thank you so much for listening. Bye, Crocker.
Hi, Crocker. It's Jordana. This week for HTV, we'd answer the question, what is the most significant thing you've learned in the past 2 weeks from remote learning? I think the most significant thing I've learned is how to talk to teachers even though I'm not physically at school. So going on calls, emailing them, talking to them about if you have any questions whatsoever really helped me stay on top of all the work that I've been getting. So that's really been helping me this past couple weeks. Bye, Crocker.
Those were awesome. Remember to shoot your own HTV at home videos and share them with Mr. Hager to see your face up on the screen. And now Sabrina has In the Views.
It's Sabrina with your In the Views for today. For the first time ever, DoubleTree, which is a hotel brand by Hilton, has shared their delicious chocolate chip cookie recipe. This is so that people baking at home can make these cookies in their own kitchen. Every year, 30 million of these cookies are eaten. They were even the first two to be baked in orbit aboard space station. And speaking of famous recipes shared, Disney has also shared their famous churro recipe. Looks like we all have some great dessert recipes. Well, that's all for me, Crocker. Let's take it back over to Hem.
Ryan has a new trivia question for us. Let's see it.
Hey Crocker, welcome back to Trivia with Ryan. And for our next question, which is, what is the record for red cards given in a single soccer game? A, 24, B, 36, C, 12, or D, 6?
Is community service at home possible? Yes, it is. And Ms. Fairchild has sent out a document about Crocker community service ideas during this quarantine time. Because of the impact of COVID-19, there are many groups of people who are hit very hard at this time. Maybe you can take some time to make someone's life a little easier. And now, let's take on over to Laura for birthdays.
Hi, Crocker. This is Laura with your birthdays for today. Happy birthday to Madeline. That's all for me. Let's take it back over to our anchors.
Time for a review of Mario Kart World Tour with Drake and Jonathan. Take it away.
Hey Crocker, it's Drake and Jonathan bringing you a review of Mario Kart Tour, a mobile game. It is a racing game modeled after Nintendo's very own Mario Kart. You can play multiplayer and the graphics are pretty good. All in all, I would rate this game an 8 out of 10 because it has some delays. If you're bored, why not try this game out? Have fun racing, Crocker.
Hey Cocker, it's Lara back at it again for another episode of Lonely Laughs, a segment Sam and I made all about fun things to do at home. Take it away. Now let's take it over to Hiba with Selfies of the Day.
Hi Crocker, it's Hiba, and now for today's selfie of the day, we have a selfie of Sophia and the birthday girl Madeline, and another selfie from Charlotte and Sophia, practicing social distancing. Remember, email your selfies to the HTV email, and we might select yours to be the next selfie of the day. Or use the brand new HTV website to submit selfies and check out some old selfies. Let's take it on over to him.
Bo has a new segment where he interviewed his dad about the recent changes in the NFL. Take it away.
Hi Crocker, today I'm going to be interviewing my dad about the new NFL playoffs rules changing.
Dad. What are your thoughts on the new NFL playoff rules?
Well, they are doing implementing two new rules, I believe. They want to extend the season with an extra game, which I think is wrong because that's a lot of injury. And two, they want to add two more teams to the playoff picture, and I think that's bad too because it dilutes the level of talent. More teams in the playoffs means more people make the playoff, doesn't mean the top teams actually get in. Lastly, it's important that the NFL gets off on time this year because that will be kind of the our hopes that that's the start of our new era after the coronavirus. Having the NFL on schedule is really important to our country and to our economy. Until then, go Niners.
Now, let's take it on over to Sahil to talk about face masks.
Mr. Hager and Mr. Bounds have been printing out face masks to help healthcare workers not get infected with COVID-19 while working with infected patients. Thank you to Mr. Bounds and Mr. Hager for helping our community provide these essential protective equipment. Here's a video about their work.
Hey Crocker, when we went on quarantine, there was a parent from West who contacted me and had a friend who was trying to get schools with 3D printers to help them make some face shields. A face shield goes over the face. When health workers, they have a mask, they might have goggles, but they have a face shield so that any kind of contaminants don't get on their face. So they wanted people with 3D printers to help print them out. So here is the 3D printer at work right now. As you can see, it is printing out that design. And what it does is that it goes layer by layer and prints a little strand of plastic that hardens, and then you take it off and it is the object. And since they want everyone to be very careful about handling these, they ask us to wear face masks and rubber gloves. I have to prepare them to package them up and put them in a box. Right before I put them in into the plastic, I shoot them with some alcohol to disinfect them and sterilize them. And we are sending these off tomorrow. Somebody's going to come over and pick up a box of these. I'll have about maybe 15 or 20 of them for them tomorrow to deliver to hospitals.
Could you guess Ryan's trivia question? Well, now, here are the answers.
Well, Crocker, if you guessed B36, you're correct.
Now, let's take it on over to Sahil with positive vibes.
During these difficult times, I feel motivated and enjoy learning about heroes in our world. For today's segment of Positive Vibes, we have a 7-year-old hero from North Carolina. Stephen, like all of us, is staying home due to COVID-19, and he would find any reason to get outdoors. After seeing a story on TV, he believed he could run for 6 hours around his backyard. Yes, everyone, you heard that right. This 7-year-old ran over 37,000 steps to raise money for local hospitals and food banks. Young Steven said, "I just want to help people raise money for the hospitals and give them help." As he was running, he was being recorded on a live stream where many people donated to cheer him on. In the end, he raised $1,500 for these COVID-19 helpers. Remember, everyone, a hero can come in all shapes and sizes. Thank you for watching our HTV News Show. My name is Sahil.
And I'm Hem. Bye, Crocker.
Bye, Crocker.
Have a great day.